research area for the Bachelor of Science in Agricultural and Biosystems Engineering. Research and Development Office of the Pampanga State Agricultural University is headed by the University President, followed by the VP of Research, Extension, and Training. Under the VP is the Cluster Director of Research and Development. In the Office of the Research and Development Director are competent research staffs, research specialists, research coordinators, as well as researchers in various fields. The vision of PSAU Research Development Extension, co-leader in agroecological and agro-industrial research for people and nature in Central Luzon in the next 5 years. Its mission is the development and application of appropriate technologies, processes, and systems for sustainable agroecological and agro-industrial productivity in Central Luzon. The goal of Research Division is to increase productivity, particularly in the region and in the country as well, through sensitive, sustainable, and appropriate technologies relevant to the needs of agro-industrial and agroecological communities. The PSAU Research and Development Agenda was crafted following a two-step procedure in which the following research area of concerns were determined. The first step was the creation of General Research Agenda Framework, which was used as the basis in determining the research trusts, programs, and projects. The second step was a more detailed framework on what to do and what to expect that considered the area of concern, specific disciplines to be involved, research trusts in each discipline, research programs, projects, and studies with expected outcomes and perceived impacts. Through these procedures, the following research area of concerns were determined. The Research and Development Unit of the COEX exists to uphold the following trusts and concerns. To wit, crop bioprocessing engineering, soil and water resources engineering, agricultural structure engineering, farm and post-harvest machineries engineering, hydrology and cloud science, aquaculture engineering, waste management engineering, environment and climate change mitigation and adaptability, bioenergy and its utilization, GIS or remote sensing, urban planning, information technology and research management, software and hardware engineering, system development, and other related fields. Researches conducted by the faculty members of the Department of Resource Engineering, Automation, and Mechanization were within their fields of specialization, either locally funded or externally funded. The figure shows number of faculty involved in research and have completed projects or studies. The Department of Resource Engineering, Automation, and Mechanization faculty have completed 58 researches from 2015 to 2021. 26 or 45% of which are locally funded, while 32 or 55% have external funding. These are the research output of some externally funded research program projects of DREAM faculty. In the BAMU research, students were also tapped so as to minimize their thesis expenses. Research output on tamarind, ginger, and coffee research program or projects. Generous funding agencies include the Department of Science and Technology, PCAARRD funded 2.66 million pesos, and PCI EERD funded 5 million pesos. Under the Department of Agriculture, the Bureau of Agricultural Research funded 5.7 million pesos. Bureau of Animal Industry funded 1.50 million pesos. The Regional Field Office's 3 Rice Program funded 16.82 million, and the High Value Crops Development Program funded 9.50 million pesos. A total funding of 40.55 million pesos were granted to DREAM faculty. Presenting research output has also similar significance as that with publication. This allows the researchers to share with the community their original findings, reasoning, breakthroughs, and proposed changes to standards of practice. When presented to the scrutiny of experts during conferences or conventions, the research will further be improved. These are all to the advantage of the researchers. The DREAM faculty presented a total of 8 papers, 4 each in the international and national scientific conferences or fora. These are equivalent to 14% each, while majority of the research output were presented during the regional and local in-house reviews. Publishing allows the researchers to share with the community their original findings, reasoning, breakthroughs, and proposed changes to standards of practice. The desire to publish also ensures that the authors keep themselves updated with the latest research and practices. This does not only help expand science, but is also today inextricably linked with peer recognition, institutional recognition, career innovation, and advancement, including promotions. It also ensures that we leave behind a documented heritage of our findings and accomplishments for generations to come. Faculty researches with intellectual property rights. DREAM faculty have 3 registered utility model, 1 copyright, and 4 utility model with pending application. This shows the number of student researches conducted from 2016 to 2017 to 2021 to 2022. These students' researches on bioprocessing but not limited to spray drying, microwave drying, product development, and others. These were conducted at the Bioresource Processing Center and at their hometowns during pandemic. As part of the output of our researches, 4 research facilities were established, namely PSAU Bioenergy Laboratory funded by DOST, PCEI EERD on the right side, Crop Processing Laboratory, and the Bioresource Processing Center on the left side, both funded by DA, High Value Crops Development Program, HVCDP. Bamboo Processing Facility, a new research facility funded by DOST, PCAARRD. These facilities provided a significant link and support for instruction, research, and extension for both faculty and student and other clientele. It was also utilized for on-the-job training and skills enhancement for ABE students in PSAU and other universities in Region 2 and 3. ABE students conducted these theses using research facilities installed at PSAU Bioenergy Laboratory. These are the researches of faculty on tamarind, coffee, and ginger with the assistance of OJT students of PSAU and other SUCs. These researches were conducted at Crop Processing Laboratory and Bioresource Processing Center, which are also research output funded by DA, High Value Crops Development Program, HVCDP. On the left side, this coffee pulper was a research output of the DREAM faculty student, which is being used by coffee farmers here in San Agustin, Ayala, to process their coffee. On the right side, the vertical farming technology, which is a research thesis of ABE students, also transferred to San Roque Elementary School as one of the extension services of DREAM in their Gulayan sa Paaralan program. DREAM faculty conducted site visitation to ABE students who set up their thesis in their hometowns due to pandemic. These were also in the field of soil and water engineering. These were the awards received by the faculty researchers in the national and local levels. Community Service for Bachelor of Science in Agricultural and Biosystems Engineering. PSAU Extension and Training Office was created in 1983 and was then known as with four major units, namely Community Services and Cooperative Development Unit, Technology Packaging, Verification and Demonstration Unit, Training and Dissemination Unit, and Monitoring and Evaluation Unit. The philosophy of PSAU Extension and Training Office is to continue to search for relevant, timely, market-driven, and practical package of technologies with potential benefits to the rural and farming communities. Its vision statement is to pursue excellence in technology transfer and advisory services in building self-reliant and globally competitive communities in Pampanga and its neighboring provinces. The three objectives of Extension Office includes to establish strong leadership in the implementation of extension and training programs in response to global demands, to capacitate and improve the lives of clientele communities through the implementation of viable extension and training programs, and to intensify women participation through gender and development-related extension and training programs. Extension and Training Office has the following program components. 1. Food production and security. 2. Environment, disaster prevention, preparedness, and resiliency. 3. Biodiversity and conservation. 4. Smart analytics and engineering innovations. 5. Translational health. 6. Education. Those in red fonts are the focus programs of BSABE. To achieve the program components, the following approaches were observed. 1. Radio broadcasting, DWEE 107.1. 2. Pilot areas and establishment of new model farms or projects. 3. Active participation of colleges. 4. Technology Promotion Center. 5th. Research to Extension. 6th. Short-term courses for various types of clienteles. 7th. Adopt a community school program. The role of external linkages play a vital role in the success of any extension activity. Thus, collaboration to other agencies is a must. There are more than 30 agencies, both local and national, that are supporting the extension program of the university. The Extension and Training Office of the Pampanga State Agricultural University is headed by the University President, followed by the VP RET. Under the VP is the Cluster Director of Extension and Training. In the Office of Extension and Training Director are competent extension staffs, extension community coordinators, as well as faculty extensionists in various fields. The development of extension program or agenda is based on the regional and national development thrusts and priorities, particularly on the Central Luzon Regional Development Plan and Philippine Development Plan. Programs and projects implemented were based on thrusts and priorities of partner regional and national agencies. Project proposals for external funding were initially presented to the Research and Development Extension and Training (RDET) Council. The cycle on the screen covers the process with its interrelated stages to serve as a reference in the implementation of the COEX Extension Program on Environment, Disaster Preparedness, and Resiliency to the elementary schools of Magalang, Pampanga. Pictures showing various activities in the planning process of the college extension programs. The output of the planning process is the presentation and approval of the college extension agenda, which includes the following programs: Engineering Innovations to Mitigate Disaster, Information Technology Environment Disaster Preparedness Program, Solid Waste Management and Water Conservation, Rice Machinery Operation Program for Food Production Security, and Research to Extension. At the end of each month, an individual accomplishment report is required to be submitted to the Office of the Director. Among the items reflected in the report are nature of activities, number of clienteles, documentation, and place of activity. Periodic monitoring and evaluation is done twice a year. A group headed by the Director of Extension and Training, together with the Vice President for Research, Extension, and Training, RET Council, and other university officials such as Budget Officer, Resident Auditor, Accountant, Internal Control Unit Officer, Director of Financial Services, Director of Administrative Services will conduct field evaluation of all extension programs and projects. Seminars, training, and other related non-formal activities are usually based on the needs assessment conducted by the University Extension and Training Office or any of the colleges. Funding partners or donors are identified to help carry out this activity. However, if other groups intend to tap PSAU Extension and Training Office and its experts to provide them a particular seminar or training, a letter of intent is required to officially forge a partnership, where cost sharing is the mode of the partnership. This rice machinery operation training in Victoria, Tarlac was successfully done through the cooperation of the Galing sa Lupa Producers Cooperative, who shouldered the fuel and maintenance expenses during the training. Strategies in the delivery of extension services are of three modes: on-site or in person, online or virtual where we conduct our meetings and webinars, and lastly, through radio broadcasting via DWEE 107.1 FM. The university allots 10% of its budget from students' income or tuition fee based on CMO 20 Series 2011 Extension Unit of the university. In addition, from the General Appropriation Act, GAA, Certain amount is allotted to extension activities depending on approved Department of Budget and Management budget. Over the years, the DREAM has packaged the following technologies for adoption. Mostly are research to extension outputs, others are technology adoption. The department also managed to package a bulletin of information in the form of compendium with ISS number 2599-4581 entitled Compendium of P Technologies and Products. On the list are titles of successful extension projects planned, implemented, and monitored by the DREAM faculty extensionists from 2017 to 2021. Memorandum of Understanding and Memorandum of Agreement were forged in national agencies and in international organizations. This is to further strengthen and widen the extension program of the university. After the completion of each extension project, an impact assessment is being done by a third party in order to determine the impact of the project to the community and partner institution. For this specific extension project, the following are the objectives of the assessment. To determine the impact of disaster prevention measures activities administered by COEX Bidani extensionists. To determine the impact of using maps and plans in school planning management, and to determine the impact of extension services given for students and teachers. The graph is depicting the number of trainings and community services conducted from 2007 to 2019. There is a clear increase in number of activities every year. This graph is showing the number of participants in trainings, orientation, and other conducted activities from 2007 to 2019. Again, there is an evident gain in number of participants per year. Awarded as Best Extension Program of 2019. During the third agency in-house review of ongoing and completed extension projects of PSAU. In summary, all 11 faculty members of DREAM as well as its students are actively involved in extension programs of the college, specifically in the field of engineering, data analytics, farm mechanization, environment, risk mitigation, environment conservation, water conservation, and solid waste technology, adoption and research to extension program, which are all anchored in the extension agenda of the university. Bachelor of Science in Agricultural and Biosystems Engineering. Teaching and Learning, Performance if graduates. PSAU started offering BSAE program in year 1984 by the virtue of BOR number 84-164. It is a 5-year course under the Department of Agricultural Engineering and the only engineering program in PSAU. Due to the implementation of K-12 program of DepEd, many undergraduate programs were affected, one of which is the BSAE, which became BSA-BE by the virtue of CHED MO 94 series of 2017. PSAU started offering BSA-BE, a 4-year undergraduate program in school year 2018 to 2019. From DAE, it is now known to be DRE Agricultural Mechanization. To maintain the quality of the program and achieve excellence, a retention policy for the program is being implemented. In addition, A pre-board examination is also part of the policy to ensure or increase the passing percentage in licensure examination. The field practice and on-the-job training of students are being carried out on recognized government and private institutions where agricultural and biosystems engineering is the main focus of their jobs or mandates. The curriculum is highly supported by state-of-the-art laboratory facilities where students conduct their experiments, studies, and theses. The BSABE program of PSAU is also ETTEEAP or Expanded Tertiary Education Equivalency and Accreditation Program accredited by CHED. The results of licensure exam from 2014 to 2021 reveals that PSAU fresh graduates managed to surpass the national passing rate. The board passing rate of first taker is at par with that of the national passing rate for the last 7 years. Our graduates are being recognized both in the local and international field. Engineer Kim Dizon, Batch 2018 graduate, bagged the 5th highest score in the Agricultural and Biosystem Licensure exam of 2018. Engineer Rommel Tiangco of Batch 2014 was awarded as the most outstanding agricultural engineer in government service last April 2021. During the PSABE National Annual Convention, Engineer Abdabid of Batch 2010, who works at the Department of Agriculture Regional Field Office 3 as Agricultural Chief 2, is a recipient of Employee of the Year Field Operation Division in year 2021. Engineer Laverne C. Olalia of Batch 2002, who is working at Sugar Regulatory Administration as Manager 3 for Research, Development, and Extension Services, is a recipient of Asia Geospatial Excellence Award in Agriculture in year 2017, held in Putrajaya, Malaysia. Engineer Remedios Magtubo was awarded as Most Outstanding Alumni Award 2022 for her exemplary performance and achievements as Agricultural Engineer 3 in the local government unit of Mabalacat City. Other top-performing graduates of BSABE includes Engineer Robert Espino, who is practicing his profession in Abu Dhabi, UAE for 9 years now, and Engineer Nordian Grace Lucias, who is currently employed in DARFO 3 as Agricultural Engineer 2 for 10 years now. A resounding 57.14% of DREAM faculty members are doctorate degree holders. 14.28% are MS degree with PhD units, and the remaining 28.57% are MS degree holders. The curriculum development followed a strict process chain in order to meet the CHED minimum requirement as well as the industry requirement. Curriculum development and revision starts from department consultation, initial revision with stakeholders, presentation to the college level, then elevate it to the Dean's Council, to the Academic Council, and finally for BOR approval. The employability of our graduates are traced for the last 5 years. Results revealed that majority of our graduates, or more than 80%, landed on a job either on government or private sector. The graduates of 2021 are hurdling to land a job because of the impact of pandemic to our economy. The DREAM has numerous state-of-the-art laboratory facilities where students can experience hands-on use, training, and application of the lectures and principles taught in the classrooms. International linkages and consortia for Bachelor of Science in Agricultural and Biosystems Engineering. In relation to the objective of the external and internal linkages, the DREAM continuously coordinated, collaborated, and administered student exchange, faculty industry immersions, local and international seminars, trainings and consortia, and other related matter that redound the realization of PSAU vision and mission. Also, The institution engages in resource generation from land, infrastructure material, and human resources in coordination with relevant units to support developmental programs of PSAU. All documents of collaborations and linkages engaged with by the department is forged with MOUs and MOAs and properly documented. The Manual of Operations for PSAU's internationalization is guided by CHED CMO 55 Series of 2016. PSAU internationalization supports the government's principle to promote transnational education, academic mobility, program and institutional mobility, and international academic cooperation agreements, which is reflected on the external and internal linkages objectives and the university's vision and mission. The international linkages is led by the Director of External and Internal Affairs under the Vice President of Pillar 4D and assistance of the University President and supported by the Board of Regents. Under the new normal, DREAM still committed and continued to strengthen the industry and academic partnership of PSAU within the globe by continuously collaborating with both local and international institutions, as well as engaging with academic development opportunities for both its faculties and students. Throughout the year, the DREAM under the College of Engineering and Computer Studies starts and continuously establishes linkages to support the university in its goal to further broaden its linkages for networking, collaboration, technology, and resource generation. 6 out of 11 faculty members of the Department of Resource Engineering and Agricultural Mechanization are able to pursue advanced study programs through linkages from agencies such as Commission on Higher Education, Southeast Asian Regional Center for Research and Graduate Study in Agriculture, and the Department of Science and Technology through Engineering and Research and Development for Technology, and Philippine Council for Agriculture, Aquatic, and Natural Resources Research and Development. In support to excellence in academic programs and substantial human resource development, as well as promotion of international quality standard of higher education, the faculty members in the Department of Resource Engineering and Agricultural Mechanization constantly develop their academic qualifications through advanced graduate studies, research visits, and international academic collaborations. Professional memberships and attendance in seminars, conventions, and trainings are also highly encouraged within the department. The department recognizes the importance for its faculty members to attend seminars and trainings to further enhance their expertise. The partnership with different agencies and being members of different associations make possible for the faculty members in the Department of Resource Engineering and Agricultural Mechanization to regularly attend seminars, workshops, and trainings relevant to the agricultural engineering program. Membership to professional association is being carried out by the faculty members of DREAM to different organizations related to agricultural programs, and all invitations to trainings, seminars, conventions from organizations where the faculty are members are forwarded to the college and department for recommendation and subject for the approval of the president. Most of these linkages provided financial assistance for the development of the institution in terms of infrastructure, human resource, publication, scholarships, research, and other opportunities that's aligned with the program's aim and the university's vision and mission. Generally, for the past years, the Department of Resource Engineering and Agricultural Mechanization manages to forge MOUs and MOAs with 4 international and 6 national with a total of 10 institutions. Currently, the department continues to strengthen its partnership with this institution through mutual collaborations and continuously seeking for additional engagement both to external and internal linkages for the constant advanced development of the program. Bachelor of Science in Agricultural and Biosystems Engineering. Well-developed planning process. The PSAU Strategic Plan 2018 to 2022 helped realize the vision of making PSAU the premier science and agroecological university by mainstreaming science and practice of agroecological and industrial technologies through distinctive instruction, research, extension, and entrepreneurship for people and nature as its mission. The said 5-year strategic plan have been formulated through a series of reviews, workshops, and consultations with all key offices composed of faculty, staff, student, and administrative representatives who laid the building blocks of the path that the university should follow. As shown in the figure is the flow process of the formulation of the strategic plan of the university. The process clearly shows the involvement of DREAM, especially in the department and college strategic plan. Our outputs are vital to the success of the university as a whole. The roadmap of the College of Engineering and Computer Studies visualizes the strategic plan of the college that encapsulates the major steps and milestones needed to reach its long-term goals. This blueprint, which is a continuous improvement plan, is developed and embraced by all faculty and staff of the college. Its goals and objectives guide the next steps toward fulfilling the mission and vision of Pampanga State Agricultural University. It has been formulated and aligned to what PSAU stands for: to serve as an agricultural institution with fourfold function of instruction, research, extension, and production. To be well known in the field of agriculture, agriculture-related curricular program, and allied fields. And to support the development of the province of Pampanga, Central Luzon, and the country as a whole, and provide progressive leadership in its area of specialization in agricultural engineering. This roadmap will lead PSAU to its vision to be a premier science and agroecological university. The College of Engineering and Computer Studies conducts planning workshops for the continuous improvement of the program offerings. These plans, which include faculty development plan, curricular development plan, research and development plan, and laboratory and facility plan, are aligned to the strategic and master plan of the university. The pyramidal structure illustrates the hierarchy of endorsement and approval of programs, projects, and activities. The PAPs emanating from the different programs of the College of Engineering and Computer Studies are discussed before the core group meeting presided by the Dean of the said college. The discussions made by the core group are presented to the local council together with the students, alumni, and stakeholders. Consultations among the various stakeholders are also made as the need arises to support any initiative made before any of those programs. Projects, activities are elevated to the Dean's Council, then to the Administrative Council, or up to the University Academic Council prior to the submission for the approval of the University Board of Regents. Phases of the planning process involves Phase 1, pre-planning. Phase 2, planning. Phase 3, implementing. Phase 4, monitoring and evaluation. Phase 5, gathering of feedback. Each phases involves sub-phases as shown in Figure 7, which usually involve SWOT analysis. Also, listed in the process are the emphases of each phases and the involvement of students, faculty and staff, alumni, and all other stakeholders and partners for the success of the implementation of PAPs to achieve the goals set by the university. Good planning will result to enhance performance and achievements. But part of a good planning process is the monitoring and evaluation phase, where there are reflection, refinement, and improvement of previous plans and accomplishments. Monitoring and evaluation includes two subphases. 1. Assess and report action plan, and 2. Refine plan as necessary. The monitoring and review of the strategic plan will be organized into 4 main streams of work: department or unit level monitoring, grant monitoring, evaluation and dissemination and learning. Each plays a pivotal role in PSAU's ability to monitor and assess progress at the departments or unit levels and of the entire university as a whole. The Department of the College of Engineering and Computer Studies have also strategic goals for their programs that are aligned with the university's VMGOs. Encapsulated in the program development are the following: strengthening the degree offering, monitoring and evaluating the efficiency of the program, promoting the research teaching community engagement, nexus of the faculty, which enables the students to access powerful knowledge, strengthening the unique institutional niche as a research-intensive college in an agricultural university, ensuring environmental sustainability practices through good governance, leadership and management, providing relevant appropriate academic infrastructure, equipment and facilities to support the academic projects. Shown in Figure 8 is the brief outline of the development plan of the Department of Engineering, Automation and Mechanization for the Bachelor of Agricultural and Biosystems Engineering. And that concludes the presentation of Agricultural and Biosystems Engineering program. Thank you very much.